Hello, my friends. Hello, my family. Hello, my colleagues. Hello, teachers everywhere. Welcome to the Quotable Classroom. I am Miss Z. I'm so glad you could be here with me today, and a special shout out to my Fab Fit Fun people, my unboxing community who might also be dropping by over here. I'm so glad you did. Thank you. My other channel is Sit Back with Steph. I'll post a link in it or in the comments below somewhere. And I hope you'll check that out if you enjoy that sort of thing. It's really funny. A couple years ago, year and a half ago, I guess. Year and a half ago? Yeah, like 2 years ago. Once COVID hit and I saw the virtual learning coming down the pipeline, I said, you know what, I need to make sure my technology skills are beefed up. I was still in school at the time because I decided to go back to school in my 40s. Never too late, folks. It's never too late. Some people say midlife crisis. I say midlife correction. Yep. So I decided to go back to school because I felt called to go back into teaching. I spent a lot of time doing long-term subbing. And I thought, what better way to help with virtual learning than to have a YouTube channel? So I thought, what can I do? I said, you know what? I really like watching these unboxing channels. So I got a FabFitFun subscription. I got an Ipsy subscription. And I just decided to do some unboxing. So it's really funny to watch the progression from that first video. Hi, my name is Stephanie. Welcome to Sit Back with Steph. I'm so glad you could be here. Let's undo this boxing. And I think it really helped. So if you're a new teacher, I highly recommend that. Get comfortable with the technology. Get comfortable with the virtual, because it is here to stay. COVID or no COVID, whatever they end up throwing out at you, a lot of people are doing a lot virtually. So it's a great thing to experiment with, and it's a lot of fun too. And to give you a taste of that, I'm going to show you, I'm going to do a mini unboxing right here for you for my classroom. I'm so excited. I'm in a new school. I had an awesome first year last year. My peeps from last year's school, I love you so much. You were so gracious and easy with me, and I felt so blessed to have you as mentors and leaders during my journey. I will never forget you because I love you all dearly, and I love the kids. The kids were incredible. Let me tell you something. Middle school, I never dreamed I'd be teaching middle school. I can't imagine not teaching middle school now. I had some of the coolest conversations with these middle schoolers. They carry on a better conversation than some adults that I know. And I'll just leave it at that because it's been a crazy world, especially these last few years. But all that aside, let me open up some things that I got from my classroom that I think you might get a kick out of. I am an 8th grade ELA teacher this year, and I'm going to be setting up a bunch of stations. We're all about group activities, especially in middle school, but all grades are embracing that. Helping students learn to better their communication skills is vital for their productivity as adults later on. It really bugged me seeing so many people at college level who cannot hold a conversation with somebody who disagrees with them. If you're one of those people, don't be one of those people. Embrace the people who have differing opinions than you do. It makes your case stronger when you fully understand what the other person is saying. And I'm looking forward to helping my students create a strong foundation where they can appreciate the other person and not agree with them. Just because you don't agree with someone doesn't mean you have to be mean to them. So, one of the things that I'm really excited about this year is having a station designated for reading comprehension. And I picked up some of these reading comprehension cubes from Amazon. How does the story end? Identify and predict how a problem may be solved. That's a great question for them, for you too. What does the title tell you about the story? Identify any unfamiliar words in the title. How are you and the main character different? How are you the same? So my students will be given these dice. They'll get to roll one, and then they'll answer a question, and then they'll talk about it with each other. My classroom, I want you to talk. I want you to talk. I don't want you to come in, sit down, be quiet. I want you to talk. But I want you to talk productively. That's the key. And you're going to do it. You're going to do it. So this is one of the things I'm super excited about for one of my stations. So while somebody's working on a couple of these will go to different tables and stuff. What's this? What's this, I say? Is the anticipation getting to you? Oh, the anticipation. The patient. Yeah, I bring a lot of energy to the classroom. Sometimes I have to dial it back. But I get excited about this stuff. It's so much fun. Some of you teachers might be familiar with this. This is for grades 4 through 6, but with the learning gap that we have witnessed this year, well, even before then, there are so many different levels that students are at. Some are way up here, some are kind of here, and there's a whole plethora of levels in between. I should say there's some here, and there's plethora. That's visually more appealing too. So there's a whole realm of ability there, and it's our job as teachers to meet our students where they are. COVID has really challenged that a lot. The students who needed to have a lot of scaffolding afforded to them were denied that because they were not able to go to school. And then when they were in school, they were 6 feet away from everybody, so they couldn't do their group work. And these are students who were trained from the moment they were in kindergarten or even preschool to work in groups. And then you take that, you rip that away from them for 2 years. 2 years. And you dump it on the parents. God bless you, parents, because you did amazing things. And I hope you were in a district that verbally praised you for that, because that is hard. Even as a teacher, I struggled with that as a parent, because when you are teaching your child, it's a whole different bag of potato chips than when you're teaching a room full of students. I think it's harder. Because the students come in, they know what the expectations are, and they're usually pretty good about following the expectations. Don't let the media fool you on that. They're doing a great job. But to throw that on the parents because of COVID, you guys are amazing, parents. Yay you. Yay you for everything that you are able to do. Can you tell I appreciate you? So, what is this? This is 100 task cards in a box. Text evidence. In ELA and middle school, we're doing a lot with text evidence. There are many passages with key questions to boost reading comprehension skills. This is going to help them with their testing at the end of the year. This is going to make them more comfortable. This is where students learned, like, what does the author feel? What does the story say? The reader can tell this because it says this in the story. And that's going to play into their writing ability, into their reading comprehension, and what they remember, what they retain, what they understand about it. How many of you all jump onto Facebook and you have this great thing that you want to say and express to somebody, And then somebody who wants to argue with you comes back and says, well, you say this and this and this, and it's not even what you said. It's not even what you said. They are not comprehending your words. This helps that. This helps that. It looks black in there, but it's actually green. Fine-tune students' abilities to cite text evidence with these easy and entertaining task cards. I don't want something to be so challenging that you have to spend an hour and a half on something that should take you 5 minutes. These are meant to be done real quick and then move on to something else. I'm going to use these for like a part of a bingo game. And when you get your text done, then you might move to a station that answers these questions. And this is going to take like a full week. There are 6 questions. There are 6 dice here, each with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, right? So there's a lot of questions for them to answer here in detail. But hopefully they'll be working in groups for this, and that is going to be a lot of fun. There's comprehension helper, information text, and here's one. Let me show you what one of these look like. This one's called Ruler of the Universe. So, that's weird. In my camera it looks black, but it's absolutely green. Ruler of the Universe. I am the ruler of the whole universe, shouted a silver-faced space alien with pointy ears and a long cape. The Earthlings have risen up against me. I will make them pay for the rest of their silly little lives. Then he cackled cruelly. And cut, said the movie director. Great work today, Dave. Dave had done a very fine job of acting. He walked over and got an apple juice. He was still wearing his silver makeup and a long cape. He smiled and talked amiably with the other actors. Then his cell phone rang. It was his daughter. Dave answered his phone in a friendly voice. Hi, sweetie, he said. How was your day at school? So some of the questions that the student might be asked about this. To cover the inference skill, for instance. This sentence tells you that the alien is make-believe. And then you would quote something from here that makes that statement true. Another inference skill. This sentence tells you that Dave is different from the cruel space alien that he plays. How do you know that? Based on the text. There's a fun quality about this. Here's the first thing Dave did after he was done filming for the day. Do you remember? You might not. I have to go back and reread the text to find out and fill that in. Then you're going to study some context clues. What do you think amiably means? That was a word that I said in here, so you're going to have to review that and see before it, after it, see if we can figure out what amiably means. Some of you know, some of you don't. And it gives you some options here. And then there's something to sort of stretch your brain a little bit. Let's apply some critical thinking skills. Is Dave a good or bad actor? How do you know that? Cite from the text to support your claim. We all have opinions. Everyone and their mother's, brother's, uncle's, pet dog's, former owner's niece has an opinion. But is our opinion based on something that substantiates it? These are so fun. I love it. I'm really excited. In case you can't tell. That's why I'm an ELA teacher. This stuff is my crack. So that's just a couple of things from my classroom. I have been getting my class starts next week. I've got so much to do. I'm hoping things pull together, and I'm so glad that you guys in the teaching field are there with me, because I depend on you. I feel so blessed at this new school to be surrounded by people who I know I felt from day one. I felt it at my interview, that cared about me, and they care about our kids, and they care about our parents. I told them, I said, I'm here for probably 4 reasons actually. I'm here for the kids, obviously. Yes. I'm here to take care of my family, because I need a job, and my family needs me to have a job. So that's a very real point that people need to appreciate too. Not just here for the kids. I'm here for a plethora of reasons. I'm here for the kids. I'm here for my family. I'm here for you parents, because I saw what you've been going through over the last few years, especially the last 2, but over a long time. I've seen what you've been going through, and I want to be there to help you too. And I'm there for my other teachers too, because I've seen what you were going through. The world of education is in some hot water right now. We are one of those divisionary tactics that we see out there. You can see in the media today, parents being pitted against teachers, students being pitted against parents, teachers being pitted against students and parents, students being pitted against each other. There are all these different divisionary things happening at the educational forefront, and not on my watch, because we are a team and we are in it together, and I love my parents. I'm not going to do anything that jeopardizes my relationship with you. I'm not, because you are like my pitcher. You're in a baseball game, you're my pitcher. If education is the sport, you're the pitcher. You are at home with your kids. You know them better than we can ever know them, because you've been around them. And by parents, I mean guardians. If you're a step parent, if you're a foster parent, if you're a grandparent, all of you are parents in my world. Choking on my own excitement here. So I am so thrilled and excited to see those of you who step up and want to be a part and play a solid role in your child's education, which is actually about 98% of you. That's a huge number of people, okay? That's a huge number of people. And I would be lost without you. My teachers, what I saw you go through over the last couple of years due to COVID, trying to keep the kids safe, trying to keep them engaged, doing everything that you can think of, changing your lesson plan sometimes the night before, because bam, you're going on lockdown. The struggle is real with the amount of time. I can't think of another place in a corporatized world where you make a salary where you're given 25 minutes to eat. Maybe not even that, because you're walking your kids to your class, to the cafeteria, picking them up, so you're getting about 20-minute lunch. And it's not, even though you're contracted for 8 hours, it's not an 8-hour day. Many of you go home and you spend a couple of hours. You spend 2 hours a day taking care of things. That's an extra 10 hours. Now, I don't know of any teacher that works less than 50 hours a week. I would say I'm not sure that I know any teacher that works less than 60. And I know a whole bunch who work over that. Money they're not getting paid. And a lot of people end up saying, oh, they're in it just for, they're in it for the kids. They know what they were getting into. That doesn't mean, no. That doesn't mean that change can't happen for the good. So positive change can always happen. Especially since that positive change would be better for the kids. So we won't get into that here. I just wanted to introduce myself out to you guys again. It's been a while since I posted anything here. Let you know how excited I am. I'm thrilled beyond words. I'm tickled pink that I am in the school system that I'm at, and I met some incredible parents last week during open house. I met some incredible students. They gave me goosebumps when I asked them how they really felt about ELA, and I wanted them to be serious. I was like, let me know what I'm walking into. Some people were like, not my best subject. And I'm like, that's okay. That's okay. What is your best subject? I'm going to show you tips and tricks on how we can bridge those together so that you can come to class a little bit excited about what you're learning. I'm so excited about that. I love taking those students and opening their minds up to a whole world of where literature can take you. But I'm so overwhelmed with so many students who couldn't wait for class. Take a moment and just revel in that. They couldn't wait for poetry. They couldn't wait for drama. Some of them couldn't wait to write a paper. I looked at several of them. I said, you are giving me goosebumps right now because I can feel how passionate you are about this. I'm so excited. I'm excited about our educational system. I'm excited about our admin who promote this kind of, this is my first year in this school. These students have been in this school. They've had this kind of leadership in front of them that has promoted this sort of positivity in their approach to their own education. That's because of admin, support staff, teachers, custodians, cafeteria workers, teachers' assistants, instructional assistants, the special ed team. That is a community. There is a community inside the school. And when you find one that works, wow. And that's what the kids say when they're in a classroom that works. Wow. It's not always going to be all wow. Some of it's a lot of hard work. I told them, I said, I'm going to push your boundaries. I'm going to push your boundaries. Because that's a good thing to do, and it's a good thing to do throughout your whole life. I try to push my own boundaries every day too. And I'll need you to push my boundaries. We're going to discover this year with each other. How cool is that? I'm super stoked about the relationships that have already started forming. And I'm super excited about what this year holds. And I hope you are too. I'll try to put a classroom tour up in a little bit. I'd rather have things up. I've got some bald spots on my walls, but I want some students to fill that in too. Okay, what am I at? I'm at probably 30 minutes. 23. Okay. So I've got some other things to post on here. I'm so glad you are here, and I'm going to take some of my FabFitFun stuff because some of you guys need that too, especially teachers going back. Your self-care is so very important. So I have a massive amount of stuff that I've acquired from FabFitFun this year, and I need to get rid of it. So I'm going to do some giveaways. All you need to do is, since I'm going to do the giveaways here, I'm going to invite my FabFitFun people over here so they can take part in it because they have been a big support system for me while I was in school, while I was struggling. They were there and they really care. So I'm going to invite them over and they're going to take part in it. But I want you to like and subscribe. Smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. And probably next week, I'll put up an invitation for a drawing that I'll have for a bunch of giveaways because I can't put it all in one box. The box would be like this big. So I'm going to give several things away. I'm talking sponge gels. If you haven't tried the sponge gels, it's a great way to wind down. It's a body wash infused sponge, and it smells so good. They have all these different scents. I'm going to be giving away some sunglasses and some foot scrub, things that you can pamper yourself because you need it. You need it. There'll probably be some guy things in there because, guys, I don't want to leave you out either. You're working hard too. You need to wind down. And Spongel makes some great guy stuff too. Their cayenne body scrub is just incredible. I love to get those for my hubby. And I'll be showing some more things out, hopefully. So, check back in with me a little bit later. I'm so glad to be here with you. Let me know where you teach, or not really, but like give me a general idea. Where you teach, what grade you teach, what subjects you've taught. How are you feeling about this year? Are you excited? Are you nervous? I hope you have a good support system. I think I have a great support system. I'm overwhelmed with the teachers who have embraced me, and I even loved our professional developments. They were really cool. So I'm looking forward to utilizing those. My name is Stephanie. I am Miss Z. If any of my students see this from last year, I miss you guys so much. I have pictures of you, and I keep them close to me. And I'm looking forward to creating more memories. If you're one of my new students, I'm looking forward to creating more memories with you. You might not always like me all the time, but I will always love you no matter what. Try to test me on that. Dare you. Triple dog dare you. So, I'm going to say goodbye here because I've got some stuff to do. Got some planning to do. I'm really excited. And, remember, take care of yourself, take care of others around you, take care of your friends, take care of your family, be a support system for them, but take care of yourself too, because you deserve it. You really do. Catch you on the flip side. Flop, 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 flop. Flop, flop. One more thing. I am Stephanie. One more thing, Zabosky. I got so excited in my rambling that I forgot I have one more thing to open. Got so excited. I forgot about this. And it fell out. It's okay. It's okay. Like I said, I'm an ELA teacher and I like to incorporate lots of different things with my classroom. I'm a big believer in interdisciplinary activities, things that, just a fancy word for, you can use the English language in everything you're doing. If you're doing science, social studies, math, word problems, hello, agriculture, you need to know how to plant something, you need to read about it. Reading is fundamental in every aspect of your life. Another thing I'm passionate about is history. Love history. Love it. I saw what was going on in this country and I said, oh, but no. Where I'm from, we major in 2 different areas. And my specialty is English communication, which is funny because I ramble so much, and history. So I picked up these special cards, and they are president cards. It's called the Smarty Cardy Presidential Edition. The greatness of America can be seen in the wisdom of our courageous leaders. The brave men who held the office of president led our country with bravery, all the while encouraging her citizens to rise to every occasion. 45 inspiring, uplifting quotes with beautiful graphic design make these cards a timeless collection. Yes, they go up to 45. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. FDR. As you may have guessed, since my name of my YouTube channel is The Quotable Classroom, quotes are really important to my soul as a poet. I think quotes come in handy so much. Old minds are like old horses. You must exercise them if you wish to keep them in working order. Who said that? I'm not going to tell you. You're going to have to figure that one out. Some of these presidents had a lot to show us about ourselves as a country, where we were in that particular time, which is very important when you're dealing with history. You have to learn about the history of that particular time. Don't apply today's logic solely with what happened in the past. You have to take the whole thing into consideration. If you were raised in a certain area back in the day with the limited amount of knowledge that they had, chances are you would also be responding the same way that that particular community did. That's called human nature. We forget about that sometimes. What's that called? Historicity? Fallacy of history? I don't know, something like that. Plans are nothing. Planning is everything. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Philosophy is common sense with big words. Yeah, I love philosophy. I love big words. But yeah, boil it down. Was it Mark Twain? Use your simplest, smallest words. Every student has the ability to be a successful learner. And on that, I'm going to end. So, thanks for staying around for this trailer. Woo! Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Because you deserve it. You really do. Flop, 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 flop. Flop.